without further ado, we're just gonna get into it because we only have an hour or so. So, Mike, I'll leave it up to you for starting questions, or if anyone else that has questions.
Yeah, let's just open it up with an open discussion. Thoughts, concerns, ideas, anything from last session.
So, where can I get my own cute little critter?
Little critter?
Yeah.
I mean, you can find most of them out in the world.
I mean, are they talking and
You
adorable?
need to inspire them. You inspire the youth, the young critters.
Young critters.
Yeah, for the most part, no. You need to be a druid. A druid or something that I don't know, give you divine powers as well. Like real, true, like always using divine powers to give those critters sentience. So
Damn.
that's the only thing that really makes a difference if they have sentience.
I want a cute little teacup owl named Hodis to have sentience.
You already have Hodis.
Yeah, but he's not sentient.
Yeah, he's not sentient.
Yeah. He's artificial, bro. It's artificial as hell.
Technically, yeah.
Not that it's not bad or anything. It's
No,
so
it's
cool.
true.
If I need a friend.
Part schizophrenia and part depression and part.
Yeah, it's definitely an inhibitor. Definitely. And
You don't know my life.
I don't. Just assuming. From past experience, no.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
You're right, bro. True story, bro. True story.
Let's see. So no thoughts. No thoughts or anything. Nothing that came interest to them, personally or otherwise.
Well, we all kind of saw Nemea going for the souls.
Dude.
I mean,
I still thought the blood was gonna be the taker.
I honestly wanted the blood. Blood would have been cool. I mean, both are cool, but the blood, I was like, it's because it's been a while.
But let's be honest. Let's give a round of applause to Kyle for just having the biggest cojones in D&D to just walk straight up and be like, "I want it. I'm gonna take it. You're not gonna say anything, and I'm gonna walk away."
Yeah, he won with honesty. Every time I'm honest, I don't win. But once
You're
he's
not the right level of honest because you look.
The right level of honesty that you're on is not.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting there like, man, I walked away from the situation because I was just like, yeah, we're about to get attacked. I am not. Nope. Big
that was gonna
buckets.
be a rough encounter. That was gonna be a super rough encounter. Thaddeus definitely would have stepped away for a little bit if you guys started thrashing 4 full-played mounted knights with these 2 characters, like stat block NPCs, and then just stat block monster guards. Like, it was rough.
I'm actually surprised there was no attacks made.
You dropped 3 or 4 words immediately.
Yeah, the Lord of Change coming in and
that completely altered this Thaddeus's perception of what was going on.
I think it was a good idea that I remember that little conversation and that I knew
I was
the Lord of
very
Change
surprised because when you're like, I'm gonna dimension door to the wagon, I'm like, well, I figured it was gonna start, but I didn't think it would start with this.
Yeah, I was just like, man, I thought I was just like, you know what? It's gonna be a calm, even discussion.
Right.
Or I was thinking we weren't gonna do anything. We were gonna hold off and go through paperwork, chain of command, but no, it's just like dimension door. Lord of Change is coming. That is mine. I choose that one. You. Dude, I was just like, I was sitting there, and then I was like, man, the only thing I was like, I'm not gonna kill guards like knights, not again. Like, Not after what happened with in frickin' in Diligent, yeah.
Why
Like
do you always forget Diligent? We were there for how many sessions?
we were there for 4 months. I died, man. I still
Literally
I'm
fucking
repressing. I'm repressing memories of Diligent.
Well, the main reason why Nemea took such a big ballsy step was because she didn't want to be with Asmodeus anymore.
Yeah.
She finally found a light that she could follow. So, if none of you remember, I said that she was crying at the end of the session previous when I did the dimension door.
Mhm.
She wasn't crying from sadness or depression. She was, or from pain. She was crying from just the pure joy and happiness of actually finding an outlet.
Yeah.
Of getting away from Asmodeus.
Yeah, on the drive home, I had this weird vision of Nemea manically crying with joy, and it was really disturbing.
Yeah, was
I
covered in
almost
blood.
hit somebody because of it.
Covered in her own blood.
Yeah, I envisioned it like fully. I was just like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, so that's why she was kind of like zoned in on the cart, and that's why she's like her sole purpose in life at that moment was to go forward, just change her entire life right there.
Yeah, no, I was like that. Like I give you 10 out of 10 for risk, and 10 out of 10 for reward.
Please.
Yeah, like that could have been something bad, and I was just like, I was sitting there, I was like, I was on the edge of my seat just going, wait until he says draw his sword. And then I immediately knew Argos was gonna run in, and Honja would have probably followed suit.
This is why I read my notes saying the Lord of Change is coming. So
yeah, no, that was interesting, and I'm proud. Like you got your next way of doing things. However, how concerned are you that you can't cast spells?
I can use
But I believe it's just different. It's not that you can't, it's just different.
I'm not going to say that I can't cast spells. I will say that I will know more until the next session.
Yeah, so that's the huge thing, is because where like what was,
Because I can't cast Fireball anymore. I can't cast Firewall. I can't cast any of those fire spells anymore.
Some big guns that just dropped, man.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all know.
Yeah. Walter's gone, y'all.
Yeah, dude. Like,
All right.
I think Deer
take,
can still. I think Deer
Ice
can.
Wall, Tsunami.
Yeah, that's true.
Just switch over all your fire spells to water.
But
and
Firewall is awesome though.
yeah.
But Ice Wall.
It does damage.
Force Wall is better.
Force Wall does damage too. Yeah, Force Wall you just can't go through it, so that's why it's the best. Because you can still go through Firewall, but with Force Wall,
Take
no.
a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
the
gonna be
HP
it's gonna be an interesting. None of our characters know it, so it's kind of a situation. I mean, Nemea's really the only one, but if we get into combat and it's gonna be like, cast a fireball, it's like I can't. Oh, dang. Well.
You want Fireball. Oh,
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Hunter's expecting fireballs, and he's not seeing fireballs. Something's definitely changed.
Yeah. I mean,
But he did have that weird thing that you said he got like a strange, basically an aneurysm when Nemea picked one of the chests or something like
Yeah,
that.
he looked like he was strained in the mind. Always he was looking at Nemea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, some random deity out there was talking to him or something.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, like
Who
some.
knows?
Hunter's
Hunter's like my dark side right now. I'm putting all my bad stuff there, letting him deal with it in a metaphysical world.
Hey, how's it going, Aiden? How you doing? Still playing that Blade and Soul, man. We were just doing our table talk, my guy, for our D&D session. But yeah, no, I am enthused by the fact that it's going to be a shift. I can't wait to see what Nemea does with it, and how she reacclimates herself from not being able to cast fireball, all those, damage, like
Purely offensive.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot of
Will
hoes.
Swift here. That's a lot of damage.
This is Nemea Jorgentoth, and that's a lot of damage.
Not no mo.
Oh no, there's a crack in my boat. Well, that's a lot of damage. No, I'm excited for that. But now my question is, I'm actually excited to see what happens with Chemdeer in the upcoming episode, cause I don't know who we're meeting. Minamea and
Excited to see where
Dieter.
we go.
Little Otter was just like when Kendra was like, "Is it a Kirin?" He's just like, "That's what they call themselves." Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's just like, cause Chemdeer, like, I as a player know that it's going to be an archdruid of some sort or some celestial being. It's like because of what has happened with the Badger.
It's
I
a
don't.
cardinal. It's a straight up cardinal. Planetar.
It's a planetar. It's like you want to become a planetar, leave everything else behind, and have ultimate planetar power. No, it's not going to be that.
Straight to the front lines.
Yeah, straight to the
Yeah.
front
Oh, yeah.
lines.
Straight to the front lines, dude. We need all the Plantars we can get right now.
Yeah, just straight
Oh,
to.
yeah.
It's just like, guys, I'm gonna go be a planetar and defend the planet and the cosmos.
No. We also totally defend the planet. You should stay with us. We totally use a planetar.
We could totally use a Plantar right now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I could never fit into any town ever again.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, because I would be considered gargantuan, and they would just see a planetar walking down the street, and just sitting at a crossroads, just chilling there, just like, oh, I'm just waiting for my friends. Ah.
Yeah, interesting trio going into the woods. Dieter is not too different.
Yeah.
Nemea, I mean, she was probably still the Asmodeus. But at the same time, she is you're lawful evil, right? Or you're chaotic evil?
Lawful.
You're lawful evil, okay. So, still though.
I kind of want to keep a semblance of balance.
Right, no, I feel that.
For now.
For now, until she decides to go full chaotic evil.
And yeah.
No,
So
but
it's all
yeah, I'm intrigued on what's happening. The fact that I'm essentially literally spotlighting with my eyes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
You're a straight up lighthouse.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have the sword and the eyes, just like, and for some reason I have the Grand Theft Auto beam of like direction. So like that's one thing that intrigued me, because that's never happened. It's like, and the fact that my sword is pulsing with my breathing, so it's kind of a situation of when did this start to happen? Okay. So do I have like a GPS Sunblade now? Is that how it's going down, Mike?
Sort of like a one-term deal, though.
Okay. He's like,
Oh yeah, just every other encounter we have, it's like, okay, there's something celestial like 5,000 miles
Yeah.
away.
boop boop. It's like
I
locate
invented
celestial.
This thing, it's called sonar,
Yeah,
but only with the sunblade.
I dig it.
Let's go.
And see, now that Dom's here, we can ask, what's the planet Ox call? Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never discussed that last table talk.
Correct.
Yeah, because you disappeared.
So here's the thing. The only reason I set up the meeting is because I'm like, okay, one, we need an out of this situation without drawing too much attention, like necessarily like to us literally like walking in, grabbing Green Thumb members in, and just straight up leaving. So like we needed something. And I'm also honestly, like, me as the player am tired of the Green Thumb bullshit. Like when we're just trying to, like, the entire thing was like, all right, let's get on with what we're doing. And then we get completely bombarded by Green Thumb. So I'm like, all right, what can we do to just fucking squash this?
Okay, but what's your plan once we get there?
Yeah, it's y'all's decision, honestly. Like,
No.
No.
You,
I wasn't there. Like,
you planned this
literally.
meeting. That means you're the spear tip, bro.
Oh, what are you, motorboat?
Well, so here's the thing, because then when I bring up, yo, I have this meeting that I set up for us, and everyone's like, nah, fuck that, we're not going. I'm like, okay, then, all right, then we're not going. Like, if you
Pretty
don't want
casual.
more
It's
of,
a pretty casual, pretty casual plan. I like it.
It's-
We'll just see
well,
how,
if
how
if nobody else wants to fucking go there, I'm not gonna force anybody to go. But like, honestly, like I can only speak for myself, but I feel like the rest of us are actually just tired as fuck about this whole situation. Am I wrong?
I mean, like I
Agreed.
wasn't even there when the ship burned down. So
Neither was I.
So
'Cause I was literally asleep for that part of that session, and then I come back.
I was literally
Exactly.
asleep.
I come back, and I just get told in the aftermath of like, oh yeah, this happened, that happened. Nemea burned some shit down. She has 10,000 gold. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what? She's like, oh yeah, that happened. So like,
yeah, but the thing is, what if they ask for an abundance of money that we don't have and we have to pay up front or
10,000
die?
gold
No,
back.
it's
We
gonna
set
be
up a
more
fuck-
than 10,000.
we set up a fucking payment plan. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Payment plan
Either-
with the green
Jesus.
thumb.
either we
Have
give
you ever seen any?
He's at the
mob
point they're like,
movies
dude,
at
I
all?
honestly just don't care anymore.
literally, because at this point, if nobody wants to go, I'm not gonna fucking bother. I gave us some type of
Pete,
out.
be assertive.
No, fuck no.
But you just took the initiative.
I took
No,
the
you should-
initiative to get myself out of Dodge because I'm like, all right,
While race dropping our companion that you're almost always with.
to be fair, I don't even know if she's trying to kill me at this point. So like her and Honja have had multiple talks, and I have no idea what the fuck it's been about. Even me as the player, and at this point, I don't.
Wow.
I like her. She's a very powerful asset, but I still don't trust her.
It's all right, babe. Once you know her more, you'll understand how actually.
Why this has to be done. Why this all has to be done. You'll understand.
Yes.
Means justify the end, baby.
Yes.
I mean, or if we just fucking go in and just absolutely fucking murder them, then by all means, like I'm down for that. But like, y'all gotta tell me what's up.
Yeah, because like
But
the thing
you
is,
also
like,
have to be assertive though.
Yeah.
You can't just
You're-
go
you're
with
supposed-
the group. You are a player as much as us.
I am a player, yes.
yeah,
Um,
you're,
You
but
can't
you're,
just be
you're
like, I'll pass on this decision-making process.
I
This
made a meeting, but
completely
it's on your table now. guys.
democratic
I'm leaving.
system that
It
we
is a-
created.
It just sounds like both parties just don't want to even plan right now. You guys are picking at each other without even, you have to talk about this.
It's perfect. It's
you make a
perfect.
plan.
It's a perfect
What-
plan, guys. It's
what-
a perfect plan.
All I want to do was settle whatever the fuck is going on between us and the Green Thumb. I took the initiative to make a meeting to somewhat try and solve that, and everyone's like, "Fuck no, I'm not going." So at this point, it's out of my hands.
Oh,
In my
Nemea's
You
opinion.
like,
can still go to
Nemea's
the
like,
meeting
fuck going.
yourself, too.
oh, Nemea's
Oh,
not
yeah.
going.
Oh,
She
yeah,
wanted
and
to
nobody
burn
else
them
is
all
going,
down,
and then I
now
fucking
she wants
walk
to
in and
take
get
all of
killed.
their souls.
Like, no.
You don't know
It's-
unless you try.
You're right, but the problem is that I'm not going to take the risk if nobody else is going to back me. If nobody else wants to go to that meeting, I'm not going to waste my time going there.
I mean, as a paladin, I would definitely go with you, but your argument was so not compelling as well. You're just kind of like, hey, I set up this meeting. Do you guys want to even go? Like, you gave us options and like,
Honja,
I don't know,
Honja will go with you on this
Yeah,
daring raid. Maybe
I feel like Honja, me,
Honja can
probably
turn this
even
around
Dieter would
somehow.
go.
the most charismatic, stealthiest characters in the party. Let's do this.
Yeah, fucking delegate or assassinate. Let's go.
You know what? Let's just call it here. Okay. Who do you want killed? How much money do you need? We'll help you at the end. All right. Cool.
Pretty much.
For sure.
Yeah, but like the thing about it is, it really depends on how convincing everybody can be to drag Kemdir along. Because Kemdir just he doesn't like the Green Thumb because they're just bad people. However, you know, he I agree with you. He is tired of them, you know, messing with everyone's shit, because the last few times, literally, he even at the Naked Steward, he wasn't even involved in anything, and he got roped in.
So aside from Argos having this come to Jesus moment, what has, like, with you and your whatever his fucking name is?
Oh, Kinruneman?
Kinruneman, thank you. And like it starts with a K. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Aside from that, what have we gained from this entire Scrabble with the Green Thumb?
A lot of gold.
An endearing friendship.
Yeah, the Baroness's loyalty.
Only because we already completely dug ourselves in the hole of it. We could have literally just tipped her off and said, "Yo, there's this heist going," instead of us
No matter what,
raiding the fucking cart.
a baroness backing us is still a baroness backing us. However we got it. If we didn't involve ourselves in the Green Thumb at all, would you have talked to the Baroness to try and get her favor?
Would I? No,
Probably not.
because
None of us would have. So
because our plan was to go from point A to point B.
Exactly.
Go straight to the Duchess, and be like, "Yo, we gonna be here for a little bit."
And that Duchess would have probably hated us a lot more without a letter from the Baroness.
But even with
He
the
would
letter,
have just sent us straight out of the keep and been like, "I don't care, like, get out of my barony."
But even with the letter, how much did she really care?
It was still better than her being like, "No, get out of my duchy."
You know those
completely.
games where the smallest influences can go a long way.
Exactly.
And most likely, we will see the payoff. I will not doubt that. But I feel like this wasn't an ends justify the means kind of thing, because I feel like we wasted so much time and energy on something that like could have easily been avoided from the get-go. In my opinion.
Yeah, it's
Dom, I
I
think
like
you're
the
just
idea of
chasing
having
that
a Baroness
grand
under her
goal,
thumb.
but you're not thinking of like the side quests. Side quests are so important.
I have
Side quests
like
are so important.
Hey, there you go. The masturbator striking again.
But did that side quest get us to level 9? No, it didn't.
Nope.
No, because Mike already
I
said we
agree with
probably
Kemper.
weren't gonna get to level 9 in like a really long time, probably.
I still
Like,
accept
probably
the
not until
influence
this
of a
entire
Baroness.
contract is
I mean, dude, yeah. Let's just be honest. I'll probably after this contract.
Yeah. No point in talking about levels.
Let's be honest.
Uh,
I
yeah.
still take the
This involvement
influence
with
of a
the Green
Baroness
Thumb
over
got you
anything
more
else.
into your Traveler. There's your immediate payoff.
but
Your immediate
my-
payoff.
my immediate payoff was because I literally said, "Fuck the team, I'm doing my own thing," not anything regarding the Green Thumb.
No, because if we didn't, okay, let's bring this all the way back. If I had not killed that poor gnome,
Halfling. Wow.
Yes.
Spinebreaker
Jesus.
doesn't even remember his.
Doesn't even remember the
skill.
people.
or half,
It's just a tally that he doesn't care.
It's a tally now. It's a tally.
Another cut on this on the
He's,
helm.
he's fucking Killmonger. He's like, "Yeah, that one's that fucking
He's
small
got
guy
a
I
helmet.
killed in
He's
the bar. I
got
don't remember what his
5,000
name is."
little thick marks on it.
So if I had not accidentally
Yep.
killed that halfling, the Green Thumb would not have been after us
Correct.
at the Naked Steward, which made
Potentially not.
we wouldn't have had to leave, which you wouldn't have communed with the Traveler.
I would have still communed with the Traveler because I was communing with the Traveler before you killed the halfling. The only difference was that I would have just done it in the middle of the night while we were still at the inn, compared to literally leaving
And would
the
you
party
have
in the middle
gotten
of the night.
as much information though?
Probably, because I feel like at least the beginning half of that conversation would have still ended the same. It
Mhm.
would have been the Traveler saying, "Why have you not been using my gifts?" In me trying to embrace, like, okay, like, let's fucking do this. The ending obviously would have been different because we wouldn't have had guards trying to find us or the barkeep trying to do something like that. Like, the end would have ended the same, but I feel like the beginning and the main part of the conversation still would have been the exact same, in my opinion. like honestly, from my and Peak's perspective, we've been wasting so much time with this.
How about figuring out how to properly use and write our own contracts, and
Yeah.
learning more about the system? How about
Yeah.
that? Of knowing more about the legal system with Odrish and
But
the
we
Baronets.
could have also done that at any other point.
But we didn't.
Exactly, we didn't, and we didn't. So like at least we learned at some
If it
point.
wouldn't have come up like it did, then we still wouldn't have thought to do that. I wouldn't have.
But at any point while we were doing this Ring of Beast thing, because you know that there's going to be things that like sidetracked us from just the thing at the Ring of Beast. Now that we're
We
already
don't
like
know
getting
that
there.
yet. We were not there. It most likely, yes.
Exactly.
99%.
Like
yes.
How sidetracked did we get with Roni Bar alone? Like, granted, it was like obviously like that's a very different situation, but the amount of like different quests, quote unquote quests, that we had just within that contract alone. Like, I'm sure that like during the Ring of Beasts that we're going on now, like I feel like something's gonna come up. And granted, if we weren't gonna learn now with the green thumb, we were gonna learn eventually. And I do agree with you. The sooner we know, the better, because now that we have that option. But I just feel like the more that we keep wasting our time on the green thumb, the more that it's just going to become an issue later on in our time.
It's a good point. No, it's honestly a good point. Because why would you want to have a nagging sore all the time when you're trying to get stuff done?
Exactly.
It is a good point, and you guys do probably, and I recommend this, probably have to figure out what to deal with, like how to deal with them, what to do with them. But Don brings a good point, in all honesty, because I will just keep, for the most part, I'm petty stuff, but obviously now that there's some stuff aligning, there's some now personal things with certain members, and that's just because of the incessant badgering from them, and you, as a group, not really do anything about it. So like one thing, with the whole, if you guys were going to deal with them, in Ox Call, I mean, to be honest, it'd probably just be a discussion. Um, Something along those lines would probably move forward before actual change would happen. Um, Obviously, that's just unless shit goes down. Um,
Mail walks in. I cast Fireball. Nothing
you can't
happens.
do that.
Nothing happens.
Oh no.
I have Fireball and I cannot get up.
But at the same time, though, this is one of the realities you'll see going through this campaign is that some problems, I mean, if you want to spend the time to do so, if you have the time to do so, sure. Yeah. But I also see a point where if it's so far the point where their pestering is just pestering and that they can just be bought off, then that's your decision. You want to continue this little like sappy relationship you have with them. Focusing on the contract, I get that, and I see, and obviously everyone knows that probably going through is going to expand the story a little more along with your characters. But like I said, this is something of your choices, and I'm happy this is happening where there's already two conflicting issues where like I don't want to solve it this way, or solving it this way is probably not going to lead to anything. Like those kind of questions were like bound to pop up. Nick bringing up a good point and understand the laws. That's cool. Yeah, I get that. And not really was it like going through that we learned that you guys learned a lot. You did. You were probably going to learn a lot. You're probably going to still learn a lot when you get to Osterith. So, all valid points. It's just about ultimately deciding what to do as a group so far. That's what I sort of noticed.
I mean, also
everyone's bringing up good points, but no one's bringing up any real solutions.
I mean, another point is we're probably going to run into a lot of different organizations on our contracts. And are we going to set up a meeting on everyone we possibly slight?
No. But the problem is the fact that we've already had almost the entire full frontal assault on the entire team. Like, that's where I drew my line.
This is a good point to be like, how do we deal with this then? Like,
again, nobody attacked me, so
you're comparing from what other people might do in other groups and situations, but it's time to start thinking about how does this group deal with these things?
in at least like from the way they bought like quote unquote bought us off, in like the way that like they like at least can seem to listen to reason. I think that's why I wanted to set up the meeting, is because obviously there's like they'll at least like talk and figure out the situation. Now, whether it's going to be on terms that we want, that's an entire different issue.
Correct.
But I personally want to go to this meeting just to see what the terms are about settling this off, and then we go from there.
Sure, that's a good point. But at the same
if-
time, yeah, and pestering him for taking initiative is one thing, but like, do you guys agree? And if you do agree, then how are we going to do it then? So if you don't agree going to this meeting, raise your little hand right now, so we can just move on. In all
Finish the
honesty.
meeting.
Yeah, who's serious about going to this meeting? I know Camden's definitely not, because that's just probably not going to happen, because he just said it too.
I mean, the thing
yeah.
about it is,
Peter is
nobody.
probably also not into it as well. So, and I can say for fact 100 can go either way depending on how the situation is. But honestly, he probably doesn't give a shit either, because there's just more people for him to kill right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, nobody attacked him when we were in Topia.
They were supposed to, but then they got sidetracked doing their own thing.
But Camdir doesn't know that.
No.
I'm just saying, like in
Yeah.
the plan was
Yeah.
to go after every single person.
Yeah, and then and he wasn't there when the whole thing went down. That's the huge thing. Like he still doesn't really know like what really happened.
Yeah, well, I've like, even though like Peak wasn't there, like I'm still trying to at least solve the situation, because
Yeah.
I also as the as the player am about 85% sure that they know I'm a changeling, and that scares the absolute shit out of me. So having the Green Thumb as an enemy who potentially know my secret could instantly fuck me.
Well, even if they're not your enemy, let's say they're your best friend, they could still be like,
Oh, 100%. They could still sell
Yeah.
me out, but that's also the same. Like, that's also the same with Nemea. Like, she's part of our team, and I still don't even know if she's gonna sell me out. But like, at least with Nemea, she's on our side.
But are you,
So we
Nemea?
know.
Are you on our side?
As
She's
we-
at the
yeah.
very least, she's part of the team.
Are you part of the team, Nemea? Are you
The
part of the
very
team?
least,
Is she a
she's part
team
of the team.
player? Is she a team
Whether she's a
player?
team player or part of the team are two very different things.
Are
That's
She is,
true.
All
she is
the
a
above.
member of the Black Lotus arbitrators team.
Yes, that's a good point. So it's a good
She-
designation.
Okay,
She is-
okay. Your understanding is actually elevating at this time.
Yes,
Thank you for that.
I am very aware of what's happening. It's scaring the shit out of me. Because at any point, like literally when we were in the main like town area, when there was giant lock boxes, like these giant displays and ironclad people, I'm like, fuck, I'm dead. Like this is it. Here's where it is. Because I 100% thought before you described them as the Library of Round Knights that I thought they were the Amaranthian Comacs. I'm like, well, I'm like, well,
Nemea.
exactly. I'm like, well, it's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun, guys.
Yeah. Peace.
Because I am not going to just kick the bucket and let them kill me. Like I will go down fighting, but I know at a level 8 without enough support of my weapons of mass destruction, I am going to die.
Weapons of mass destruction.
But the
Right, Nick?
question, but the
Pete
question,
Weapons
has
of mass
a
destruction?
pretty nice assortment of weaponry right now.
yeah.
Peak does.
Oh yeah, he probably has the most magical weaponry out of anyone.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Two daggers, a crossbow, and a longsword.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and so I have, because I have Castrum, Delilah, the purple piercer, the courtesan's fan blade, the +1 longsword that I got from.
Don't
Nice.
count the +1. That's not magic.
It's
It is
technically magical.
It is a magical item.
Technically.
Technically.
It's not a named magical item, but it's still a magical item nonetheless.
Whether it's named or not, I mean, it's just a +1.
Don't worry, I feel the
That
same
could be
way,
a
but it technically is,
masterwork.
so it's fine. I allow
Yeah.
it. I'm allowing it because it is. It's
I'm just saying, just for the grand total right now.
Yeah, I
No, I
only
feel you.
have give and
Anything's
take,
magical.
cloak,
Anything's magical.
sunblade.
Let's see, I have my greatsword.
Flail.
And flail.
Oh yeah, flail.
And technically, your harpoon. And that's not magical.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no,
plus
that's-
your chalks.
Yeah, you
That-
have your shots, dude.
Weapons.
Yeah.
No, items. I'm talking about all items too.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're talking
Okay.
all items, then I also have the Silver Eagle studded cuirass.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you like magic items in 10. I only have 3, and
You have a ton.
yeah, and
They're just not the ones that you would prefer.
yeah. I like the thing is like right now I get attacked the most, but no, I can't get no boots of haste.
Oh, and I also have a bag of holding.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. And then I have a bag of holding, so that's 4.
I mean, we all have a bag of holding, and we also all have the earrings. So let's just not count those.
Wow, you have
And
10.
the goggles of night that Chemdeer bought me.
Yeah.
So,
There, I have 4 things.
cloak of protection. Long sword.
I have my greatsword, the flail,
Yeah. Hold
the
on.
rope
I can,
shot, and the draconic coin of luck.
Are we counting the rope of climbing? Because I still have that.
Oh,
That is
that's 11.
magical.
That's 11.
If we're not counting the
Yeah,
earring
so technically
and
I have
the bag of
5.
holding, I have 9.
Oh, my quill, 12.
yeah, like we're talking magic items. Like me and Argos have like the least amount.
Oh, and I have the socks. 10.
Maybe next to maybe Honja has. I think Honja
We
might
don't
have.
know about Honja, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
When
Honja
they
has
came
4.
back from that
Oh.
2 week.
I'm just 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so technically, as far as like items, I only have 5, including the rope of climbing. So I mean, like that's like y'all talking about magic. Like as if we're talking damage dealing, I only have 2. That's it. And as far as like defensive, not 1. That's my cloak. So I don't want to. Who's got the rake of surprise?
The rake of surprise.
I would love.
You're at the fucking yard.
I would love. I want a rake of. I want a freaking rake of surprise, dude. I can't get a broom of flying. I can't get the boots of haste. I don't want.
If you were a
none.
dwarf, you'd get the broom. Let's be
Yeah,
honest here.
yeah. See,
So
maybe that's
racism.
maybe that's the cue we have to take is everybody has to play dwarfs in order to make Mike happy.
All right. Peaks changes into a dwarf.
Argos will also change into a dwarf.
So
Kemdir
real
is
quick,
now
let's
a
get back on track.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nemea, what is Nemea's intentions of going into the woods with Kemdir? Like, what I personally didn't think you were gonna go in there.
She's very curious as to what's going on in that forest.
Okay.
Especially with Chemdeer glowing like a little glow stick.
Yeah, it's been a while since somebody's been taken out.
Yes, yes. So that's generally what her interest is going in that forest, especially with all those cute little creatures that are going around talking.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not. It's more of a curiosity thing than it actually is a. She wants to understand it more.
Oh, you want to
It's real nice.
understand me? Oh.
Better defeat you with.
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, Nemea said that wanted to understand it, not necessarily Chemdeer.
Yeah, I know.
For real.
She don't care about Kemdir.
Nope.
What does she care about though?
Or
Make
does
Kiara
she?
goes a Oathbreaker.
Nemea's going full Villas. She's killing the whole party.
Yeah. And then she wants us to get stronger in order to have, better souls, and she's gonna put us in like we're gonna become like like porter potties, like enchanted porter potties. So if people attune to us, we just
Hey
talk.
Mike, change your plans.
So, question for Nemea before we get too off track as well. What was your original contract with Asmodeus?
I was actually forced and enslaved into it as a child.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm.
Which, okay, that gives me a lot better insight as to why. Okay. Cool.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all you need to say. Like, you don't need to go into full backstory, but gives enough insight to know what's going on.
So the next question is, what concerns do you have now that you broke your pact with him?
None.
None.
Nice.
So you're not worried he's gonna send things to attack you and
Oh, I'm fully aware that something might happen, but I'm fully expecting it, and that's why I do not care, because I am willing to face
But it's Honjo.
Props.
Nope.
Honja,
Hell no.
Honja cares.
Nah, dude. So I'm thinking back. Who's at the campsite right now? Peaks at the campsite.
It's
Oh,
Peak,
Argus is
Honja, and Argos.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like demons start attacking
Honja's
them.
just booking it with both ball sacks. He's gonna be like, Peak, let's go. Argos can take care of himself.
Wow.
And then you're probably asking why. He's like, he can create food and water, and then we just book it.
I take
No,
a
I
gold.
can't.
I take a gold coin out of my pouch, flip it.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Go
go.
going.
As we're having what I hopefully assume, because I mean, I was told it was as safe as any forest could be.
Yeah, so Kemir did spot that this area, this region of woodlands, is very vibrant, very, very reinvigorated.
Yeah.
Plants are a lot thicker, a lot greener. The streams are thicker, clearer as well. The animals are a lot more natural looking, more vibrant, just a lot more life going on. So, I mean, it could be a blend of either celestial or some sort of natural monster or creature.
Ooh, if it's a
But at the same
monster,
time, yeah,
is it gonna
some
be?
people, some people would consider some of these things monsters.
You're gonna sign a deal with Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, am I gonna have a conversation with
Solomon
Swamp
Grundy.
Thing? And
Yep.
Swamp Thing.
Solomon Grundy, dude.
Am I gonna make it?
Yeah.
Am I gonna make a deal with Solomon Grundy and he's gonna give me blade magic? Is that what's gonna
Oh, yeah,
happen?
that's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna give you super strength, but amnesia.
Oh damn.
We bring up this, and we seem like crumpling up some DM notes. Yep, that's exactly what's happening.
So,
Let me
so much better than what
backspace
I
all
had.
So
that
better than
text.
I ever.
No, all we hear is.
Yeah, sure, that's exactly what's happening.
No, but
Write that down. Write that down.
Gotta take notes. But no, yeah.
It'd
So,
be cool. It'd be interesting.
Question for Argos:
but
Have you come to a decision? Not to
No.
say which. Okay, you have. Okay.
I need to talk to two people. I still want to talk to oh god, what's his name?
Who are you thinking?
Otadar. I want to talk to him first
Okay.
of all, and the dragon sponsor that I can't remember his name of.
Idru.
Yes, Idru. There it is.
Idru the Braveheart.
I still want to talk to those two beings, and I'll see what they have to say.
And
Well, yeah, I mean, Idru's technically basically a god.
and where are they located? Because I
Um,
don't remember off the top of my head.
Idru, yeah, he's in my dreams, bro.
Okay.
One of those things.
And
Schizophrenia.
Otadar is one of the ringmasters of the Ring of Beasts,
Okay.
who I fought in the war with. So I would just like his gen. He was kind of he was the commander of my battalion. So
Gotcha.
but
Yeah.
what
bit
if
of the
he's
introspective.
evil?
He's not. He's not. Okay. He's if anything, he is more neutral.
Yeah,
From what Mike has told me, like he more. I don't know. Like it'll be interesting, but those are the two people that I have to talk to. Obviously, I have a way that I am leaning towards,
Yeah.
but
You don't have
It's
to go
okay.
out and
can
say.
easily be
Oathbreaker.
swayed.
It's
I can-
Oathbreaker, people. I got a text from him yesterday.
I will show it on screen what my last text was to you.
Yeah, when was this last text? Probably like last year.
March 14th.
Last year.
Was it last year?
It was a video about somebody doing unsafe things on forklifts.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago.
Exposed.
Not
So
Wow.
my question is, what would have happened if I would have name dropped the paladin? I can't remember his name that trained me.
Oh, kill,
Kill Rune? No, kill.
in Runema. Oh.
Rune trained
Wait,
me.
he lives?
Yes, he
Oh.
trained me. I can't remember his goddamn name off the top of my head.
Was he a dwarf?
No,
No,
he was half orc. He had the mark on his the hand mark that orc showed
Yeah,
me
so
and
right.
me Dieter, and I was sitting there. I was just like, oh shit, he's an OG orc,
Oh, that guy.
the bartender.
Master Kilozal, the paladin. He's the paladin of Tyr,
Yes.
which is a not very common deity in Diaz. adventures. He's from the mountains.
So like, what would have
I was
happened if I would have name dropped him just out of curiosity?
Name dropped him to the critters.
No. To the bartender. The critters wouldn't have cared. Like they'd have been like, okay, cool
bartender,
story.
Bartender. Which bartender?
The half orc, the one that he
with
pulled
the
his
Duchess.
the Dutch.
Oh,
yeah.
over in the
Yeah.
Chernosco. She's a baroness though.
Baroness.
She's not duchess. At Chernosco. Oh, you dropped his name?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
think-
nothing would
I
have
don't,
like.
I don't
nothing.
think they know each other.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they know each other. Because there's quite a bit of Iron Hands that went their separate ways. But I mean, it's a big possibility. But I personally don't think they know each other. Even if he did, I mean, at the same time, even if you did like name drop him, I don't know, what would you be looking for? Because you technically don't know what this half works, besides being a bartender.
Well, he
and
did say his fighting days were behind him. So.
Oh, I see.
You know, like a camaraderie thing to be like, Master Keyleza, I met one of your not brothers, but one of your tribe.
Right.
You know, just
I
like
see.
you know, like it's more of a connection than anything, because you know, it's not like you know I get anything.
Yeah, looking at their brief character history that I made for them, they're both from two different tribes, so probably
Oh.
they may not know each other. They probably may not know each other, but they also may. It depends. I don't know where these tribes are located on the map, but it's a possibility. But name dropping them, even if they knew each other, they would bring a sense of like zeal to this half orc.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
to know that there's another one out there.
yeah, it's not so much getting something from him. It was more so like, you know, if they knew each other, like connection, just be like,
Right.
you know, just like, oh my god, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, exactly. No, that probably
we
would
knew
have
each other
happened.
when we were cubs.
We were fighting bear cubs.
All right, Simba, calm down.
I don't know what young orcs
Talk
are
about
called.
the I just can't wait to be king. Looking at slave.
I don't know. Tomorrow's session should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I don't know if you guys are gonna go to Oxcall and do things there, or maybe reschedule it for another time or something. Who knows? So we'll see.
Oh, sorry, darling. I'm
How many
fully booked.
how many days do you guys have till the actual? You guys know off the top of your head.
So I set
Still have over.
so I set the meeting up while we were still
the meeting.
dealing with the thing.
It
And
should.
it was about it's supposed to be in about 4 or 5 days from
Yeah.
from that time, like when I sat down and talked to him. So I think
Yes, so
I think what we have like 3 days now.
No, you 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I was gonna say Vatsopol, so you technically have 3 days until then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You have 2 days. It's gonna be the 19th now, because
Okay.
you've been on the road for a while,
Okay.
and you would be there around Vatsopol as well.
Wasn't it? It was nighttime that we stopped at that forest to start resting because of this rainstorm,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were walking into it, or
Yeah.
into the large woods.
Yeah.
Which I went back. It's only about 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Two in back though, so it's 8
Yeah.
hours. So it's a 4-hour trip to the center, and then 8 hours back.
Okay,
Oh,
that's way
okay.
better than like half a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
I
was
went back-
assuming it was 10 hours there and 10 hours back. I'm just like, oh.
This is
Oh
gonna
no,
be one
no, it's
hell
just,
of
it
a
was
walk,
just 2
boys.
hours. But I look back, it's only 8 hours. It's only roughly 8 hours.
Exhaustion tube before we get there.
Literally.
Well, you guys haven't taken a long rest yet, so yeah.
No, because Chemdeer wants to go gallivanting in the forest in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I
Kendrick,
do.
you
I
start.
mean,
You're going with them.
So,
Like,
yeah, would you, okay. Would you say no to a cute otter with a stick?
I did.
If they have nothing of my interests.
See, there you go. I am saying yes to a cute otter with a stick.
So, masturbator.
yeah.
So
Oh,
you
you're
know what
talking
use
to
now.
the DM.
To the DM, yes. You know what to use now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm curious. Like, so are we gonna die, Mike? Are you just gonna kill?
There's always a chance for that.
Only one person's dying.
Okay, cool. So
It's Honja. Mike's tired of having a player character. That he has
If
to
anybody is going to die, it's probably going to be the Comax finding this.
No,
bitch.
it's honestly, when it comes to 100, I've been, as much as I love these side quests and stuff, and just opening up to your characters. I have been waiting patiently, like all of you, to move the story along so I could, character develop Honja.
I have.
So
Okay.
it'd be the same thing every freaking week. Like, not that it's a bad thing, because it's every week for any player.
So I'm going to address it in meta tomorrow, but I'm curious as a player. Was Honja referring to the Traveler when he said, "Do not trust him"?
Oh, you're bringing that up, Simone?
Yes.
I'm
Because
gonna
while
shut you down. No.
it's only going to be the three of us at the camp, we have 8 hours to fucking dick around.
Yeah, I know.
Like I have.
And Argos
like,
is too respectable to
Peak has
try
a
and overhear this conversation too.
Peak has a,
Conversation.
Peak
I'm
has
just
a
gonna
lot
walk
of.
over
He's
here.
gonna sleep. He's gonna sit down right in front of the tent entrance, and he's gonna sit there, and you're gonna listen.
Well, Peak has a lot
I mean,
of
I
things
do
on his
also
mind.
really want to get rid of this point of exhaustion,
Yeah.
so I can be
Like-
totally clear.
Like because Peak has a lot of things on her mind, and that's one of the things that's been like, quote unquote, bothering her, is like, what the fuck did he mean by that?
Right. Who knows? Maybe he just said it.
maybe he was trying to be that guy.
It seemed
Yeah,
too,
maybe he's just trying to be that
it
guy.
seemed too intentional though.
Yeah. Maybe he's just that good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a fucking literally has
Lying feline is what he
is the leader of the League of Assassins. So like,
Not a league. That's a lot of people. We only got like 5 dudes, and they're all like, kids.
It's
a
a
league.
very
He's
small
giving kids daggers and stuff.
it's the pre-league. It's the
They
pre-league.
haven't killed
Even
anybody.
in
He's the only one
guild,
that's
they're
been
not
doing
even
killing.
recognized.
These kids have just been mortally stabbing people, and letting them bleed out, and they don't die.
So she's pulling a peak. Is where he learned that. Yes. Hiring kids and telling and
Yeah, well, he's a kid too.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the difference though. Why it's slowly working, because he's letting kids kill people, and it's okay.
oh god.
He's also
It's
not really
o-
worried
it's
about their
okay.
safety. He's
So
also
Honja
really not
gives
worried about
kids
safety.
daggers.
Yeah.
And they're doing fine.
You're doing great.
I give kids gold and they get their souls snatched out. them.
Yes.
It's
quit.
all a matter
and the
of
man kills him.
instructions.
I
Given.
gave him instructions.
What were your instructions? Hey, go find Ronibar.
I'll tell you right now.
Name
so-
drop Ronibar.
I'll tell you right
much
now,
as
the way
can.
that Honja has instructed the kids to assassinate people, or at least try to, is that to single them out, draw them into an alley, 2 at a time, stab them. If they don't die, then Honja just finishes up. So they've been pretty effective. He's learned lessons from you, obviously, of just sending kids on their lonesome without gathering proper intelligence,
He's
and also targeting, prioritizing certain areas to like single them out. So he's learned a lot. He'll probably pay dividends to you in the future.
Bet.
Once it flies, once it starts soaring,
Yeah, once he's like
Hey, I've been using
I'm
kids
too
too.
good for the Arbitrators Guild. I'm gonna go make my guild official.
Also, Warjor said he'd write to you because him and the village elder were figuring that out.
Yeah.
They don't believe that the souls are gone, and they also believe that they can still maybe, hopefully,
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
you
children's
mentioned-
sake, find their souls again.
I hope so. 'Cause
Right.
I s-
And
that's one of the
he
things
is-
that still
It's
bothers me.
really yeah.
So major
Hey, we
things.
found one of the like 30 kids that souls were stolen.
So major
don't
things
know.
on Peak's mind that have been like that have happened in the campaign. It is Ulysses and the kids getting soul snatched, Dowit absolutely getting murdered by the Comax, and Kemdir's
And that
death.
was such a cool scene. If you guys watched it,
I
like the whole scene, like the scene of just their presentation.
it's
was
still
I didn't get
It's-
to see it
it
because
still
I
haunts
was
me as a
dead.
player.
no
it
one
still
saw
haunts
it.
me. It still haunts me as a player to this day.
Right.
I wanted to watch it.
I did too.
Honja wanted to watch it too.
I didn't want to watch, but I watched with intent to try and get as much information as I could. Because I literally, at some point, I am going to murder every single one of them. I don't care what I got to do it. And I don't- and I do not care if I die trying. I don't.
Level 20 peak is just like, all right, I'm strong enough now. I'm
They're
going on
all
a
level
rampage.
23.
I don't care. I really don't.
Barbarians and paladins only, and maybe a fighter or two.
They're all planetars.
Miniaturized.
Gives no fuck. She will have their heads on pikes or die trying.
Miniaturized planetars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her now. She's actually a he. It's Tajar, the CR40 Red Dragon demigod. He's the one behind it all.
Oh.
Good luck. He is one of the toughest dragons to kill in the game.
Yeah. What about the
Let
CR50
me talk to him
dragons?
first.
He has
Dragon.
he has an amulet of supremacy. He can summon Red Abishais more so than even Archon the Cruel. He can summon like D6 Red Abishais. That's like CR19s.
Let's
It'll be
go.
It'll be alright.
P can one shot a CR19. She's got
Oh, yeah.
this.
You got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just gotta sneak attack every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
And max
I just don't know if she
damage
can
every single
handle
time.
level 13 spells though. That's the thing.
Nah, she's got
Counter
this.
spell.
Yeah, see,
Counterspell. You can't counterspell these spells, boy.
Not with that attitude.
No, that's true.
Boy,
Unless you have like a level
The attitude
13
we're looking
counterspell.
for, Mike.
I cast counterspell at level 9.
No, counterspell at level 14, man. Don't you know?
You always upcast it.
Yeah, dude. You always upcast it.
What a waste of a spell slot.
Says the
Danger.
lady
No,
that
it's
has to max
game.
cast everything.
Dangerous game.
For now.
For
Who
now,
knows what these souls do to her?
this is too. Don't you know? Exactly.
Souls are the real power, my friends. Also blood, but that comes later.
So watch, she's gonna start making soul coins,
Oof.
and then she's gonna
something-
start, and then she's gonna start a
something better.
franchise. Yeah, so you're gonna start
Something
franchise.
better.
Something better. Oh, it better be
Just gonna
something.
imbue all of our weapons with souls, and we're gonna be heavily conflicted with it every single swipe. we take.
Nemea the Lich.
So, like, but I'm a paladin.
And then you have a soul just like eating away at your mind. Murder, kill, spine
I know
breaker.
we have that right
Yes.
now with everyone else.
Argos. Yes, Argos, please do that.
Slowly, the party turns into evil fiends.
Yeah. And then it becomes an evil campaign right underneath our noses.
Oh, by the way, for tomorrow,
Mhm.
you guys can find some sort of tokens for Roll20.
believe
You
I
have my
have
token already.
I have to physically.
Yeah.
I believe I already uploaded one into there.
You already did?
I gotta figure out how to do
my picture my picture is on our like actual game Discord.
Yes.
So all you have to do is download it and then you can just pop it in.
Okay.
So you already have mine because I'm gonna use Kemdir's face. Like he has artwork. So
Yeah, because I don't know what to use for yours, Dom, because it's hard.
It's
to
always
find
changing.
It's hard to find changeling art.
See what you did there.
And
that's why we
it's
need
hard
to-
to find. It's hard to find a human with like a fantasy type character with your hairstyle, which is bullshit. It should be a thing. It's such a the iridescent purple is what gets me every time.
yeah, or we
It's
just need to
literally
find.
it's literally my running thing whenever any of my NPCs meet Peak. It's what, dude, yeah,
Wow.
how'd you do that?
Wow. Wow.
That's it's amazing hair.
How do you
No,
get that
it's-
hair?
Secret of the trade.
I fucking love your hair, darling.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be.
I
Who is your
also-
hairdresser?
I'm also so like, I like from the very first session when we got tickets to go to the airship.
Huh.
How'd you get your hair like that?
Yeah,
Eh.
right off the bat.
Little secret recipe.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch. And then I fucking do the fucking
Oh, yeah.
snake tongue
I
bullshit.
I remember that.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh, that was terrible.
I love it.
Yeah, but Kemdir, he's a plain boy. Not really, but Man,
Here's a question to the DM. When's our next boon rollout?
You guys haven't gotten there yet. You guys are
I mean, yeah, I
been
figured as
testing away.
much, but since we haven't done anything super, I guess, noteworthy. for the most part.
but could
I'm just asking, since you said when you first introduced boons that it's going to take the place of, not as frequent level ups.
I did originally, and then I changed it to also like milestones. So there's certain points in both contracts and stories, depending on the choice that your character makes. You would get something along those lines.
But the question
It's
is,
still there. There's a bunch out there.
could I get a boon tomorrow? Is it a possibility if things go well?
It depends on the conversation you have and what's your overall intentions of being here,
No.
and stuff like that. It could happen. It's something. We'll see.
Look,
Yeah.
I just want the traveler's clothes. Like that's all I want.
What about your mom? Now she doesn't want her mom back. She just wants the
No, I
traveler's
still-
clothes.
In regards to the boon,
I can see it
Let's
right now.
look at
Finally
these
finds
patch
her.
notes.
Peak finally finds her mother, shoots it right in the fucking head, and says, "All right,
Now there
I'm
only
over,
can
I'm
be
just
one.
like-
over it."
no, like,
No,
so
man,
no,
can I
like,
borrow your pistol real quick?
no, like, I run up like to her, give her like this giant big hug. We have this come to Jesus, and then I slit her throat.
Yeah.
Okay, now
pretty
that
much.
that's done,
Now that's done, Traveler. I am all yours, baby.
what's up,
Now
guys?
that nuisance is taken care of, now
God.
I can
Fuck,
That bitch
just-
is out of the way.
I literally like stab her in the back with a purple piercer with like the highest poison I can find in it,
Right.
and
She
then
just
go.
turns around with blood on her, like mother's blood on her face, like, what's traumatization, anyways?
And then no, and I'm just like,
so over it.
I'm just like,
Jesus.
well, now that 15 years has been out of my life, what's up?
wow. Now
Dude,
that
like-
I have that nagging sensation out of my head, now I can focus on you.
Yeah, on real things.
On important
on
things.
reality.
In reality, this fucking god who I don't even know if he's telling me the truth at any point.
You know how many times I imagined killing this bitch?
God,
Mom went out to get
took me
milk and
15
never
years
came
to
back.
find this bitch. God, man, that is the most slow burn kill I've had yet. Fuck.
Hey, man, I respect the long game.
Respect.
Respect. Takes time.
I also don't know if my dad's an
Business.
alcoholic, and I'm kind of concerned for him.
And then she's just like, "Oh, I killed her dad too. Great. Now I don't have to worry about him being an alcoholic. He can't drink now."
You don't have to have parental issues if you don't have parents anymore.
Oh, that's a bad man.
Villas is a perfect example of that.
is so logical.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm proud you actually figured that out.
All on your own. Our little
Then
boy.
Pete just multi-classes into monk to be Batman.
Batwoman.
A Kensei monk, just proficient in everything. All right, we've reached the hour 5-minute mark. Anyone have anything else that they want to wrap up with, or?
Oh yeah, I guess real quick. Going in, what is everyone's mentality going in? I know we talked a little bit Kemdir going into whatever's in this forest and getting some questions, maybe asking some questions, maybe finding out some information. Nemea, just seeing what's the flow. Argos is
Know the
sleeping.
flow.
Dieter, I
I
don't
do
know.
have intention with that though.
What do you have intentions? What's your intention for?
Pretty much the entire time they're gone, I'm gonna try and contact Eardrew.
I got you. Cool. So praying,
Maybe
and
as a
then
point of exhaustion.
pretty much could be a free for all with good old Tay and Honja.
Yeah, because
Happy hour.
I want to talk to him about his little thing, and then I need to work out some personal demons of my own.
Okay, sounds good. I think we're good on that.
Stab that demon, hug that demon, kiss that demon.
Kiss that demon. Make sweet love to that demon.
I mean, that's more of Nemea being a tiefling and selling her soul. To
Wow,
that's
Race
racist.
drop.
That's
Oh,
Race.
Way to race. drop.
Wow.
We're progressive
I don't
here. We're
care.
over that.
Coming from the other, subjugated race of the party.
Subjugated.
Just
Excuse
because you're
you?
subjugated doesn't mean you can
Only you
subjugate
and VP.
another.
I'm like,
No.
exactly. I was gonna say, I'm like, excuse the fuck out of you.
The man isn't subjugated.
Back the fuck up.
He's a noble. He's a
I literally-
goddamn noble.
There was literally an army of people that want to kill me, at any point.
Well, I'm the
I
minority in
mean-
this situation, so get over
Kinda
yourselves.
same.
Raise your hands if you have an army that's literally trying to kill you.
Potentially.
Put your
I
hand
have
out,
100
Kevin.
has an army that
Kevin, put your fucking hand out.
I have legions of demons and vampires trying to
But
trying
they're
to.
not specifically
Yeah.
hunting you.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
they're specifically hunting.
They're hunting
changelings.
his family, though.
I gotta go home. Hold on.
as we speak.
Just run off. It's like,
Go train your recruits.
If I
uh,
swear to God, if I find my mother literally being tortured by the Amaranthian Comax, I will suicide mission and kill them all.
Oof.
And then kill your mother.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be fucking me.
Just walk in there as in the form of an Amaranthian Comax. Be like, hey guys, I'm Ted. I'm the new transfer. I was sent for the execution.
Mike.
Oh,
And then there, and, no,
What?
and then one walks up and bops me with the hammer, and then grabs my changeling form, and they're just like, wait, did we just witness a changeling kill another changeling?
Yeah, guys, didn't you know I'm a spy for you guys?
I'm one of you. Remember? Watch
I'm the one you
this
guys
whole time.
turned.
This whole time,
And-
Peak
and
is
with
actually
this high-
my-
and with
There
as high as
goes
my-
another idea.
And with as high as my deception is, like, I could probably get them to believe it.
I mean, your deception versus their insight, let's be honest here. If they're finding changeling, it's pretty high.
But I do get advantage on deception checks if they're trying to find out if I'm a changeling.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that also depends on how well you roll.
They probably, let's be honest here, they probably have other things to figure it out too.
Probably, but I have a +10 to deception.
But they could also have
Skill.
they could also have a magic item that if you
Yeah,
get
probably.
that if they touch you with it or get near you with it, it reveals you. So
what are we talking about?
Amaranthian Comax.
Comax.
Oh god, yeah, dude.
They probably have so many ways to figure out you're a changeling.
I'll let you know right now, like people who consider the Amaranthian Comax as like god killers. Like they are madmen. They are people who walk a very thin line with babies, and these babies become future Amaranthian Comax.
I have
They
already
are
told
ice
you
road
what my...
truckers.
It's
Oh,
real
yeah.
truckers.
They are shipping that destruction to where it needs to be and go.
God damn it!
Over the hazardous waste.
It just makes me it just.
Battlefield.
Oh man, so it just makes me feel, like just a sad boy. Like, where's my delivery potential of fucking goddamn destruction with my enclave, man? We're not even feared. We're just called vagabonds.
They used to be feared. They used to be fucking bosses. They were premier guild. They were the premier guild in the west of the empire. Like no one fucked with them. And then
Wow.
somehow they got wrangled in with the calamity and the destruction of the entire western side of the continent.
They wrangle dangled.
God damn it! God damn it! Now he's just a vagabond. Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, y'all need Jesus. But yeah,
Yeah,
is
motherfucker,
that all
Jesus.
is that all we got for this lovely night?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, guys. As always, this is our weekly table talk. Hopefully, we'll have the whole group here next week and see what happens. If this is your guys' first time, be sure to follow. Be sure to come tomorrow at 9 a.m. CST for the saga of Black Lotus. This is where our home campaign is going to be, and you get to see us make terrible decisions. You get to see us really play some hard. I would say hardcore D&D.
This
Like
is high grade. This is
Yes.
IQ.
This is
Ridiculous over
A1.
5,000.
IQ
D&D.
3000.
D&D IQ is super high up in here, guys.
yeah, and that's why we're all failing so hard. We have an
Wait,
IQ
do I get sneak attack?
collectively of 12.
Wait, do I get sneak attack?
Of course.
Yes.
What's our collective intelligence?
I mean, you technically get a 1 per turn,
12.
so.
What's my intelligence score?
Oh, see, I need to go. But yeah, guys, we will be.
What do you mean by camp HP? I don't get it.
So, guys, we will be back. We will be back live tomorrow morning. Join us and watch us play some D&D. Watch us. We are still on quarantine, so we will be using Roll20. So we are all going to be separated. From the norm. So,
Where's my AC?
what? Your air conditioning?
Somebody touch my stapler?
That's my stapler!
That's my stapler.
Stop it.
All right, guys. We're slowly going crazy. So we'll
Slowly?
see you tomorrow morning.
Peace, guys. Have a good one.
Peace, guys.
Deuces, guys.